Friend, have you ever caught your dog doing something utterly clever, then wondered if it was just a coincidence? Perhaps they stare intently at the treat jar, or know exactly when your grandchild's car pulls up. What if I told you your furry companion isn't just smart, but a secret genius understanding you far better than you imagine? My dear, your dog speaks volumes without a single word. Today, I'll share a simple action that will forever transform how you see your dog's brilliance every single time. If you've ever wished you could truly understand their clever mind, this will feel like unlocking their deepest thoughts. Most people miss these quiet signals. You won't after today. Here's your immediate win right now. Before the kettle sings its happy tune, take a moment to simply observe your dog without distraction. Watch their eyes, their tail, their ears. Do they glance repeatedly at a specific spot when they want something? Do they tilt their head when you speak a certain phrase, almost as if pondering your words? Write down one new observation on a sticky note and put it on your fridge. This isn't just a fun game, it's the first tangible step to unlocking their hidden brilliance. It's a 1-minute win that sets the stage for a lifetime of deeper understanding. Now let's dive into some fascinating signs your dog is truly a genius, and what you can do to strengthen your incredible bond. Our first sign of genius is their advanced communication and reading your cues. Why it matters: this deepens your connection, making you feel truly understood. They don't just hear, they interpret. They are constantly gathering information about your mood, your intentions, and your needs, often before you even realize them yourself. Think of it like a silent, beautiful conversation happening all the time. Have you noticed how they seem to anticipate your next move? They notice the slight shift in your weight when you're about to stand, the subtle tension in your shoulders when you're stressed, or the gentle crinkle around your eyes when you're happy. These are micro-expressions they process at lightning speed. What to do? First, observe their focus during everyday interactions. Do they make direct eye contact when trying to tell you something specific? Does their gaze drift towards what they want, then back to you? Second, respond consistently to their cues, building trust. If they nuzzle your hand when their water bowl is empty, acknowledge it. This reinforces their attempts to communicate. Third, use clear, simple commands and body language. When your dog seems to be asking for something, acknowledge their nonverbal request. Exact line: when they nudge your hand towards their toy box, gently say, "Show me, please." This simple phrase encourages clear communication. It builds a polite, ongoing conversation. Here's the secret: they are always watching, always learning, always loving us unconditionally. Let me tell you about Lily, my friend Betty's golden retriever. Situation: Lily used to bark incessantly at the back door. Betty, like most of us, assumed she just wanted to go out to the yard. Choice: one day, Betty truly observed Lily, with that sticky note reminder in her mind. She saw Lily's eyes weren't fixed on the door, but kept flicking towards the empty bird feeder near the window. Betty then pointed to the bird feeder and asked, "Are the birds hungry, sweetie?" Lily whined softly and looked at the feeder again. Change: Betty started refilling the feeder before Lily even needed to ask. The barking at the door stopped almost completely. Lily wasn't just wanting out, she was communicating about the neighborhood birds. This subtle shift in observation transformed their afternoon routine and deepened their understanding. One more thing. Let's talk about problem-solving skills. Your dog might be an escape artist or surprisingly adept at opening cabinets. Why it matters: this isn't naughtiness. It reveals their incredible intelligence and capacity for strategic thinking. They see obstacles as challenges. Imagine this: you've locked your keys in your car. Your frustration is mounting, and you're trying various ways to open the door, even if it feels silly. That's a bit like what's happening in your dog's clever brain when they encounter a closed door or a hidden treat. They are experimenting, strategizing, and remembering what works. They're using their cognitive flexibility to adapt and overcome. What to do? First, provide them with appropriate puzzle toys that challenge their minds. These aren't just for entertainment, they are vital mental workouts. Second, secure anything you don't want them to access, recognizing their cleverness rather than getting frustrated. Don't underestimate them. Third, observe their methods of solving problems. It's truly fascinating. Do they push, pull, chew, or use their nose? These observations teach you about their unique intellectual approach. Last spring, my friend Susan's little terrier, Maggie, figured out how to open the pantry door, not by pushing, but by jumping and twisting the handle with her paws. Susan realized Maggie wasn't just being mischievous. She was solving a problem. How do I get the treats? Susan's choice was to buy a child-proof lock, not to scold. And the change? Maggie got safer, appropriate challenges, and Susan had peace of mind. Instead of becoming a source of stress, Maggie's cleverness became a source of amusement and deeper respect. Exact line: when introducing a new puzzle toy, say, "No rush, we'll do this at your own pace." This calm approach encourages exploration and learning. It builds their confidence without pressure. Our third sign is their *** empathy and emotional intelligence. Your dog knows when you're feeling down, often offering comfort without a word. Why it matters? They mirror your feelings, showing a profound connection that goes beyond simple companionship. They are truly your furry bestie. Dogs are incredibly attuned to human emotions. They pick up on subtle changes in your scent, thanks to their remarkable olfactory senses, which can signal shifts in your hormones when you're stressed. They also read your body language, the slump of your shoulders, the quiet sigh, the way you hold your head. They are present, observing, and reacting with genuine care. What to do? First, acknowledge their comforting gestures with gentle petting or a soft voice. Let them know you appreciate their presence. Second, allow them proximity when you need it, letting their presence soothe you. Their warm body, rhythmic breathing, and unconditional affection are powerful healers. Third, protect their peace, especially when you are anxious, as your stress can affect them too. Remember, dogs are super sensitive to your voice and your body language. Just as a nightlight path provides comfort and guidance in the dark, your dog's quiet presence can illuminate your emotional path. Exact line: if you wake feeling anxious and your dog comes to lie beside you, acknowledge their comfort. Internally affirm, "My dog is here. I will breathe and find calm." Their presence helps center you, a quiet anchor in emotional moments. Let me share a story about a little dog named Buster. Situation: my neighbor, Helen, had recently lost her husband. She felt an immense sadness that often left her tearful. During these moments, Buster, her scruffy terrier mix, would crawl onto her lap and rest his head on her chest, sighing softly. Choice: instead of shooing him away or trying to hide her tears, Helen consciously embraced his comfort. She didn't try to stop crying, but simply allowed Buster's presence to be a warm, gentle anchor. Change: Helen found immense solace in Buster's unspoken empathy. His quiet presence was a constant reminder that she wasn't alone, and his gentle warmth helped her navigate the waves of grief. She often said, "Buster healed parts of my heart I didn't even know were broken, just by being there." This profound connection became a cornerstone of her healing journey. Now, let's be honest. Our fourth genius sign is their ** anticipation and mastery of routines. Does your dog know exactly when it's walk time, dinner time, or even when certain family members are due home? Why it matters? Predictability builds confidence and security in their world. They crave routine, just like us, and their ability to track time is astonishing. They don't have clocks on the wall, but they possess an internal rhythm, a biological clock that's incredibly precise. They pick up on environmental cues like changes in light, ambient sounds, the specific hum of your car in the driveway, or even the distinct scent of a returning family member. This mastery of routine isn't just convenience. It's a profound display of their cognitive mapping and memory. What to do? First, establish clear, consistent routines for feeding, walks, and playtime. This provides a framework for their day, reducing anxiety and increasing their sense of security. Second, observe their pre-signals, the tail wagging before you even reach for the leash, the nudge at dinner time, the ear twitch when they hear a specific car. These are their ways of saying, "I know what's coming." Third, reward their understanding of these routines, reinforcing their cleverness. A happy word, a gentle pet, a quick treat, these small acknowledgments validate their brilliance. Let me tell you about Max, a wise old Labrador. Situation: every day at precisely 4:55 p.m., 5 minutes before his usual dinner time, Max would position himself squarely in front of the pantry where his food was kept. He'd sit, unmoving, eyes fixed on the door, sometimes letting out a soft woof exactly at 5:00 p.m. Choice: his owner, Mark, initially found it amusing, but then realized Max wasn't just hungry. He was demonstrating an incredible sense of timing. Mark started using this predictability. Change: Mark would acknowledge Max's internal clock by saying, "You're right, Max, almost dinner time," and would start preparing his meal right on schedule. This simple acknowledgement, coupled with consistent feeding, made Max even more secure and less anxious. He wasn't demanding. He was simply anticipating, and his genius was being recognized. Exact line: when preparing for a walk, move calmly and deliberately. Allow your dog to observe your steady routine. Use specific praise like, "Good job, you know it's walk time." This calm approach reduces anxious excitement. It reinforces their positive anticipation, building confidence. My friend Carol, with her little therapy dog Pip, used this exact strategy. Situation: Pip always knew when it was time for their weekly nursing home visit. The moment Carol picked up her special red vest, Pip would start gently wagging his tail, his whole body wiggling. Choice: Carol realized Pip wasn't just excited, he was mentally preparing. She started a calm pre-visit routine. A quiet brushing, a special calming treat, and soft words like, "We're going to make people happy soon, Pip." Change: Pip became even more centered and attentive during visits. His anticipation wasn't just excitement, it was a profound understanding of his important role, reinforced by Carol's mindful preparation. One more thing. Let's consider their asterisk memory and learning capacity. Your dog remembers complex commands, the names of family members, and even specific routes. Why it matters: this highlights their incredible capacity for growth and learning throughout their lives. Their brains are working constantly, processing vast amounts of information. They have episodic memory, remembering specific events, and semantic memory, remembering facts and concepts, like the names of their toys. This means they're not just reacting to stimuli, they're building a rich, intricate understanding of their world and their place within it. They are truly lifelong learners. What to do? First, reinforce learned behaviors with positive reinforcement, making learning a joyful experience. Celebrate successes with enthusiasm. Second, gently introduce new tasks or tricks to keep their minds engaged. This mental stimulation is just as important as physical exercise, especially as they age. Third, celebrate their successes, no matter how small, to build their confidence. Consistency equals a confident pup. One clear cue, one clear action, one consistent reward. This is your mental genius checklist for effective communication. Exact line: after a training session, mentally recap, did I ask for sit and they sat? Did I ask for stay and they stayed for a moment? Was I clear? This internal check helps you be a clearer communicator, which aids their genius learning. It helps you assess your own delivery and ensures consistency in your cues. Consider a beautiful border collie named Sky. Situation: Sky's owner, Clara, lived on a large farm with many specific objects and areas. Clara decided to teach Sky the names of various tools and locations. Choice: using consistent, positive reinforcement, Clara would repeatedly name an object, then ask Sky to retrieve it or go to a specific spot. Change: after months, Sky could reliably distinguish between bring the shovel and bring the rake, or go to the barn versus go to the tractor. Clara's careful, patient teaching unveiled Sky's remarkable capacity for vocabulary and spatial memory, turning her into an invaluable helper on the farm. It was a testament to the power of consistent training and a dog's incredible memory. Our final sign of genius is their asterisk understanding of your words, not just your tone. While tone is crucial, dogs often associate specific words with actions and objects. Why it matters: beyond sounds, they grasp meaning, revealing a deeper cognitive ability. They're listening to more than just the music of your voice. They're processing the individual sounds that make up words, differentiating between them, and attaching specific meanings. This means they are truly listening to you, not just to your mood, but to your precise instructions. This is a higher level of cognitive processing than simply reacting to a sharp or soft sound. What to do? First, use specific words for specific items or actions consistently. If treat means one thing, don't use goodie or snack interchangeably. Second, avoid jargon or overly complex sentences when giving commands. Keep it simple, clear, and direct. Third, connect words directly to actions or objects through repetition. Remember, clear scripts shorten training time and avoid confusion. You're building their vocabulary one consistent word at a time. Exact line: when teaching sit, show a treat, say sit clearly once, then reward. This directly links the word, the action, and the positive outcome. It builds their vocabulary one clear association at a time. Let's think about Bella, a lively beagle. Situation: Bella often got confused during walks when her owner, David, used general phrases like "let's go this way" or "come on." Choice. David decided to be more precise, using specific directional words and actions consistently. Change. When he wanted Bella to turn left, he would clearly say, "left turn," while physically turning his body and leading her. For stay, he would say the word once and hold up his hand. Over time, Bella learned to differentiate left turn, right turn, wait, and go. David realized Bella wasn't ignoring him before. She was simply trying to decipher what he meant from a sea of general words. His clarity unlocked her understanding. My friend Ruth also saw this with her poodle Daisy. Situation. Ruth often found herself saying toy for everything Daisy played with. Daisy would then just grab the nearest thing, often not the one Ruth intended. Choice. Ruth decided to be very specific. She started calling the red squeaky thing ball and the knotted rope rope. Change. After consistent practice, Ruth could say, "Daisy, get the ball," and Daisy would retrieve only the ball, leaving the rope. Daisy learned to differentiate her toys by name, showing a distinct grasp of individual words. Now, let's talk about some red flags that might actually be signs of an unmet genius need, rather than a problem. If your dog is suddenly destructive, pacing excessively, or showing new anxiety, these aren't always bad behaviors. They could be their genius mind signaling boredom or a lack of mental stimulation. It's like a smart child acting out because they're not being challenged in school. This isn't your typical look-at-me bark. This is different. It's a bark laced with anxiety, with a need for reassurance, a longing for connection. Sometimes it's a cry for help. Disguised as a chewed-up remote control, it's loneliness. They're simply trying to navigate a world that feels a little too quiet, a little too empty. New severe scratching, unexpected loss of appetite, or sudden lameness? These are physical red flags. A call to your vet is always best. Clearly state, "My top concern is." What are my options? For behavioral red flags, consider what mental challenges your dog needs. If walking is too much, do 10 heel raises at the sink while playing a gentle game of find the treat for your dog. This is your sink smile moment, finding joy in small, accessible activities. Here's the secret. Your calm power makes all the difference. You're not being difficult, you're being clear applies to both you and your dog. When you are clear and consistent, their genius flourishes. On tired days, a gentle sniff walk in the yard or a quiet game of which hand with a treat can still engage their brilliant minds. When you can't do much, offer a 10-minute puzzle toy session instead. A no means setting a boundary. A yes means finding a mental plan. So let's recap these amazing insights. First, observe your dog's world closely, not just what they do, but why they do it. Second, engage their clever minds daily, through puzzles, games, and consistent communication. Third, deepen your unique connection with understanding, knowing they are always trying to connect with you. I'm cheering for you to uncover your dog's incredible genius. This is not vanity, it's freedom work for both of you, opening up a lifetime of joy and understanding. Which 2 habits for recognizing your dog's genius will you start today?